Hi everyone, I am going to be sharing some life-altering makeup tips in this video today. I thought I had my makeup game pretty much down. A lot of things I thought I'd perfected for my skin. Turns out just adding 3 little tips into my routine has upped my makeup game dramatically. So I'm going to be passing those tips and tricks on to you today. I am not a makeup artist. I learn as I go. Different tips and tricks come around. You try them out. Some don't work for you, some do. These 3, honestly, mind-blowing. If you're new here, hi, my name's Gemma. I'm 44 years old. I upload a lot of beauty content on this channel. If you are enjoying what you're watching, I'd love it if you give this video a like, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back. Let's get on with it. Okay, so first things first, I do like to accentuate my features, but I still want my makeup to look as natural as physically possible, and that's where this first tip comes in. So we're talking about brows first. I've had a lot of compliments on my brows recently since I've been doing this tip. A lot of people saying they look so much more natural, they fit my face a lot better, and I would agree with you. So first tip, I like to pop a little bit of brow gel through my brows and just get them in the shape that I want them to be in before I start the tip. You don't have to do that, but this is the routine that I like to start with. Once I've got my brows in the shape that I want and I know they're not going to move throughout the day, I then take a brow pen. Now, it's really important to get a brow pen in the right shade. It does not need to be the same color as the hair on your head, but it does need to be the same color as your natural brow hairs, because I'm only going to be filling in the areas that need filling. I am not going to be block filling all over my brows. By block filling all over the brows, you can make the brows look really box-like and really unnatural. They can also look a little bit too dark and too emphasized. So I'm only filling in where I have gaps, and this is completely new to me, but it definitely works. It really accentuates my brows without it looking like makeup. My brows still look incredibly natural. I also don't go into overdrive if the shape of both brows aren't 100% even. They don't need to look like twins. Distant cousins are absolutely fine. They're close enough, and I think the fact that they're not 100% identical makes them look more natural. You can achieve this look with an eyebrow pencil if you prefer a pencil over a brow pen. I definitely prefer a pen because I feel like I can get a cleaner look. However, you can achieve this with a brow pencil. I have tried it. It definitely works. Just make sure that you're only filling in the areas that need to be filled, the areas with very little or no hairs, and don't go over the areas that already have plenty of hair there. Next tip I actually got from Risa from the channel Risa Does Makeup. If you don't subscribe to her channel already on YouTube, you are missing out. Honestly, she is a trained makeup artist. She is a wealth of knowledge, and she passes all of that knowledge on to her viewers in her videos. So I definitely recommend checking her channel out if you haven't done so already. I thought I had my foundation game down. I had tweaked it, I had perfected it. My skin, my foundation always looks quite natural, and I was really, really happy with how I did my makeup. Turns out there is a slightly different way of achieving a much more flawless and skin-like look. I've always put my foundation on the back of my hand to warm it and then gone in with a foundation brush and stippled that, really tapped it in place on the skin. Turns out, using the wrong side of my hand, if you turn your hand over, apply your foundation in the palm of your hand instead and really work it into the bristles of the brush and then apply it to the skin, honestly, it is mind-blowing the difference that you can achieve. Super skin-like, super flawless, just perfection. I've tried this with several of my problematic foundations, and although they were still a little bit temperamental, so much better. The finish of the foundation, the look of the foundation, just wow. Wow. Now, if you're a regular to my channel, you're probably a little surprised that I like this tip as much as I do, because I get a bit squirmy if my hands and fingers get into a mess. I'm also very lazy, and although I love the process of makeup application, once I'm sat in my chair, I don't want to be getting up and washing my hands. Honestly, I will put up with anything for how my makeup looks after this tip. It is that good. So don't mind getting up and washing my hands. Don't mind the palm of my hand being in a little bit of a mess. Doesn't bother me in the slightest, because I get this. Skin that looks like skin, even though it has quite a bit of makeup on it. And finally, tip number 3. I'm always talking about proper lip prep prior to lipstick application, but I've never actually told you what I do to prep my lips. So I'm gonna do it in this video today because I think it's super, super important. If you're wanting your lipstick to last all day, if you're wanting your lips to look plump, juicy, and full, if you're wanting to maybe wear a mattifying lipstick, but you don't want your lips to look dry and crusty, this tip will definitely help you out. It's also helped me out avoid that goopy lip line that you can sometimes get in between the border of the lip and the border of the inside of the lip that looks a little bit congealed. That this sorts out. So my lip prep has 4 different steps, 3 different products. There's obviously scope to increase the number of products within this depending on what products you choose to use, but these 3 products work for me and I do it the same every single time. First step is to nourish and moisturize the lips and really soften off any dry, flaky patches. You don't want to be exfoliating hard, crusty lips, because if your lips are hard when you start to exfoliate them, there is a possibility of you removing fresh skin and actually hindering the lip barrier. You only want to be removing the dead skin. You don't want to be removing anything underneath. So by softening off that dead skin, it's much easier to remove. To do that, I use my Fresh Sugar Lip Treatment. This is a fantastic lip treatment, better than any lip treatment for this job that I have ever used. And I have had a lot of lip balms, lip nourishing treatments. This is the best one. I'll go into that a little bit more a bit later on because I'm going to use this product again in step 4. I do like to make sure that the lip treatment has really penetrated the lip. I rub my lips together. I also use my finger to make sure this is distributed absolutely everywhere. I then wait a couple of minutes for my lips to soften and then go in with a toothbrush. Now, the toothbrush needs to be really soft bristles, nothing too harsh, but I'm going to very gently rub the toothbrush over the surface of the lip and also get inside the mouth as well, getting every little bit of lip. Because sometimes dead skin can hide inside the mouth and you want to remove it all. Otherwise, when you apply your lipstick, that dead skin that was inside the mouth can then migrate outside the mouth and it looks a little bit crusty, gooey, a little bit congealed, so you want to get rid of it all using very little pressure. Take your time with this. This can sometimes take me up to a minute, maybe a minute and a half to make sure I've got every single little bit, but it's a process that I definitely wouldn't miss. Do I do this every day? Absolutely not, but I do think 2 to 3 times a week is essential to make sure that my lips are really well cared for, exfoliated, smooth, and juicy. Step 3 of my lip prep is all about hydration. I want my lips to be hydrated, smooth, plump, and this gives all of those in abundance. I like to apply either a serum or a mist to my lips and allow that to sink in before moving on to step 4. This has completely changed how my lips look, not just through the day, but also through the evening as well. You can use a hyaluronic acid serum for this. I'm using the Klairs Fundamental Ampule Mist, which gives deep hydration. It's also very, very comfortable on the lips as well. Spritz 1 pump of this into the fingertips and then massage into the lips, and the effect is immediate. But obviously you have to make sure you lock in all that hydration. Don't just leave the house after this step, otherwise you may feel that your lips are actually dehydrated rather than the effect that you want, which is major mass hydration. And that's where step 4 comes in. This is all about sealing in the hydration that you've already applied, nourishing the body of the lip, and preparing the lips for lipstick. I'm going to apply the Fresh Sugar Lip Treatment once again. This is the final step of my lip prep, really getting it into the body of the lip. The reason that I think this is the best lip treatment that I've ever applied is because it's different to other balms and lip treatments in the sense that this actually sinks in to the lip, a little bit like a really heavy-duty moisturizer would. This is so essential for if you're going to apply a lipstick over the top, because a lot of lipsticks don't like the hindrance of a barrier blocking the penetration of the lipstick into the lips. They don't like that waxiness that might be on the surface of the lips that some other lip balms or lip treatments can actually give. So my lipstick lasts for a lot longer because my lipstick is sat on the lips rather than sat on top of a balm or a lip treatment. This is so beautiful. I've gone for the original flavor, which is like a lemony flavor, which I absolutely adore. But it goes on quite thickly, very much like a balm, and then sinks in to the lips and just gives your lips that beautiful moisturized feel that lasts all day. You can apply this during the daytime. You can apply this over the top of lipstick if you want to throughout the day as a little topper. You can apply this before you go to sleep at night to give your lips that lovely, bouncy, moisturized feel when you wake up in the morning. It's multi-purpose and I love it. And yeah, I use this to seal in hydration, nourish, and prep my lips for lipstick. It's a massive difference. It's made a huge difference. So that's it for this video. I really hope you've enjoyed it. Please let me know what you've thought about it in the comment section. Have you tried any of these already? If you have, how did you get on with them? If you haven't tried them already, have I inspired you to try these as soon as you're applying your makeup tomorrow? These have completely altered how I do aspects of my makeup and completely altered how my makeup looks on my skin, which I think has improved tenfold. I hope you get the same result. Let me know how you get on. Please don't forget to like and subscribe before you leave, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Bye everyone.